Now you should be able to hear me. Please confirm. Mm, You should be able to hear me now, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks. There is some delay, so that's why. Yeah. So let's get started. And today as every Friday almost, yeah, we are having our regular AMA. So let's get started. A lot of things are happening, and let me tell you what's happening. So we are preparing the testnet for units. It's amazing. Amazing is coming like in a week or two. It's almost ready. And that's when we are starting massive campaign around units.network. And we're going to start the retro drop. We're going to start different activities like testnet campaign. We will get people to use our testnet. We will have like 2 testnets, and we will have bridges between those testnets. We will get people to stake liquidity. We will get people to do swaps. We will get you to do everything, guys. You will work. You're gonna work for your units. And it's starting. Because last week, finally, this amazing thing happened. Waves 1.5 was activated on the mainnet. It took us a while. We ran into some difficulties. We had to fix some bugs, but now it's all done. It's all good, and that was really necessary because Waves 1.5 is like it's some kind of like intermediate release before we release 2.0, which is Units Network. Probably 2.0 is going to be more than that, but the first part of it is Units Network, and Units Network is like extension and expansion of Waves. Actually, it turns Waves from L1 to L0, basically, because all those chains launched on top of in Units Network, on top of Waves, are effectively becoming not layer 2 chains, but layer 1s, because they will have like their own consensus based on Waves consensus. And like they're decentralized, they're not like layer 2s, they become layer 1s, and Waves becomes layer 0. So we're gonna launch not just some like simple layer 2, which everybody launches like twice a day. We're gonna launch something bigger. This is gonna be like an ecosystem of interconnected chains based on layer 0, which is Waves, which is amazing. If you want some comparison, probably something like Polka or Cosmos 2.0. So this is the next step. We're not creating a single chain. We are creating a whole ecosystem of chains interacting with each other with integrated bridges. Those bridges are trustless. You have also bridges to external chains. So look, guys, it's going to be awesome. This is like the next big thing, the next big narrative, in my opinion. So we might be like just the bellwether of that like big next narrative. Because if you look closely, for example, at what Ethereum is doing now, they basically do the same. So they have the same plan on their roadmap to turn those like L2s built on top of Ethereum into Ethereum shards. Think about it. And this is exactly what we're doing now. And I think we can be first. So great news. And it's starting, testnet is coming. I'm very excited, to be honest, because I do have some traction with marketing now. It's like you can't see it, but I have it. You will see it quite soon. And I'm really happy about that. So what else? What's happening? Maybe some like smaller things. What can I mention? Guys, just ask me questions. I think I will maybe like tell about some other products on Waves a bit later, and especially if you ask me. So, and as you know, retro drop is coming, and I'm like slowly revealing the digits for the first invite code. And early birds have an edge, because the sooner you are able to participate in the retro drop campaign, the more tokens you will get. That's how it works. So today, at the end of this AMA, I will reveal the third digit of the first invite code, the third, and I have already revealed the first two. If you haven't heard this like revelation, it's your problem. Ask your friends, you know. So, and today I'm gonna reveal the third one at the end of this AMA, and maybe to make things more interesting, the first person who guesses it during the EMA will get 5,000 L2MP tokens. 5,000. If you follow waves, you know what L2MP is. This is like unit zero token, which is like the first token in unit ecosystem, but vested. This is like vesting, which you can trade. It's like tradable vesting or liquid vesting, something like that. So guys, once again, at the end of this AMA, I will reveal the third digit of the first invite code, and the person who guesses it during the AMA gets 5K L2MP, which is not much, but might become quite a lot of money. So give it a try. You can just type your digit in the chat. So yes, I'm done with my introduction. I hope I got you all excited. I tried to build up some hype, some small hype, you know, which should like grow in the future. So now you can just ask me any questions you have, and let's go, guys. Yeah. So I'm checking your questions. Yeah. Cool, guys. Yeah. So okay. So post your digit. Yeah. The first person. Yeah. So probably doesn't make sense to post a lot of digits because only the first person who posts this digit gets 5K. I'm scrolling up and I'm fishing out some good questions or like any questions, because as you know, any questions are welcome. I'm an OG fan of Waves since 2017. Ken, great to see you here. It's a pleasure. Any updates from the Neutrino Index Fund? Yes, there is some change of plans, and I know what's it gonna be, and it will be revealed next week, I think. So maybe give you some taste. So it's a good thing, actually, and it will make NSBT more valuable very fast. So we did announce, like, probably I told you about like the ideas and plans from the Neutrino team to launch an Ethereum. It's still on the cards, actually, but we will have to make some intermediary step, which will return the value to an SBT because it's a good token, and will allow Neutrino team to focus on Ethereum, because unfortunately it has taken them a bit too much time, because like it's a big project actually, you know. So this project actually is much smaller than units, but comparable, believe me. So if we want to launch it properly, we need to get some funds on board and stuff like that. So they're like working with a couple big DeFi protocols currently for partnership on Ethereum. And it should take some time, unfortunately. But meanwhile, we have a great idea, which boosts profits of NSBT holders considerably. So stay tuned next week. But I swear, next week, this is going to be a DAO proposal, actually, I think, most probably, because it's better to do it through the DAO. And it will be posted next week by Neutrino team. Nice new office. Like, we have to move out of the previous office. I'm just staying in some like intermediary place, a temporary place, but it's okay. Yes, about light. Yeah, I think the picture is quite good. Yes, sorry guys, it's like some temporary office here, and it's not really set up. Okay, more questions, guys. Vladimir is here from Puzzle. Hi, Vladimir. Are there any reports of the marketing DAO? Does it even work? Man, it does work, of course. How do you think we like fund the marketing? It does work, man. Believe me. Because who supports all those AMAs and who posts in tweets and everything? So people don't work for free, unfortunately. Some people do. Some people do. But I won't point fingers. I won't point fingers. But in general, you can't expect people to work for free, you know. What are the first two codes? Look for it, man. Look for it. Okay. Questions, guys. Galka, you're here. You always have questions. Lola, ask anything. Vladimir from Puzzle is here. He always has some questions as well. XTN is hidden power. It might be, actually. Maybe let me just explain about somehow all people who fought on Twitter and in different groups don't come to like to EMAs. So maybe I should update you on the current situation with XTN and WXG. So the plan is the same. We stick to the same plan, and we're not gonna deviate. So we stick to what was announced, and that means that XTN is being bought back by 1/3 of wage inflation, which actually has become a bit more because wage price is higher, which is a good thing for XTN buyback. And XTN is still swappable into L2MP, which probably doesn't make sense at the moment because L2MP price is below XTN price, but it should make sense in the future. But in any case, XTN is being bought back by waves, like slowly, but consistently. So that means that eventually it all will be bought back. And if a wave's price goes up, it's good, it could help. So this is what is happening to XTN. So XTN, like what is XTN actually? Just like one final sentence, I would say. So XTN is an asset which is constantly being bought back. That means there is always some kind of like buying pressure for it. Buying pressure, guys, always. Every day there is demand for XTN. And all XTN that is bought back is burned. So it means that it has like diminishing supply, constant buying pressure and diminishing supply. So think about it. I won't try to elaborate on this because I think you can make your own conclusions here. Yes, the WXG situation. We still have to stick to the plan that was announced like quite a while ago, which is buying back all those de-backed tokens, wrapped BTC, wrapped stablecoins with the fees, trading fees from WX. And we still stick to this plan. It's not going fast, unfortunately, because we need more people, we need more traders, we need to launch new products on WX to make those fees substantial. I think that it should go faster now because of like different factors that let me maybe go through them one by one. So like what happened last week, by the way, WX received basically some funding from Waze DAO in return for WX DAO tokens. which is a good thing because the problem of funding of WX has been resolved. This is like my problem, and I have been struggling with it like for more than a year, but somehow I managed to keep WX afloat. It wasn't easy, but because Waves price was low and Waves inflation wasn't enough for all the projects on Waves. So WX wasn't funded from Waves DAO. It was funded in some like through some other means, like basically through hustling, I would say. So but now it is better. So there is some like clear funding plan, which is very good. Second thing, basically, we are slowly launching derivative markets on WX. WX is like a very old DEX, it's like 7 years old, but only now we are implementing leverage trading. Probably we should have done it before, but it is what it is. And it's like a two-step thing. So one step was implementing synthetics, and they're implemented. There is some like things with interfaces. So there is going to be some update for a synthetics interface, user interface next week. And the second part is actually leverage trading. And I think the timeline here is this spring, and it should actually increase the volumes considerably. Second thing. Third thing, units is coming. And units will bring a lot of liquidity to its like chains. And I think WX will become some kind of aggregator of that liquidity, So there's going to be a lot of chains. And you have the setup in other ecosystems. I think in Cosmos, you have the setup when you have like different chains, but there is one DEX that you can use for trading in all those chains. So WX should become that DEX. And if units launches properly, that boosts the volumes on WX like to the moon, and it should help WXG situation as well. So this is what we are doing, and we are like resolving the situation with creating new products. This is the only way, and we stick to it, and it's going to be resolved, and the new products will be launched. So more questions? So in 2 weeks, Galka is asking, we're gonna test L2 as Mad Dog. Yeah, you're gonna do that. I'm sure, Galka, you're gonna do that as crazy. When iOS app working? Yeah, there is some problem with Apple. We unfortunately can't focus on this right now. It's like, it can be resolved, I think. We need to get some license for this application. Because now we need to, it's weird, I know, but you should ask Apple. It's a DEX actually, yeah. So, but you still need to have a license. They want a license, as far as I know. I think you can use WX in your browser, also on mobile. And in general, I think, it's pretty good, so I'm not sure that apps are better than browser applications, so it's like it's a very difficult question, which is better actually. So sometimes apps are better, yeah, but you can create a browser application in such a way that it's good, So for now, just use it in the browser, and we're gonna resolve the situation as soon as we can focus on this, because as I said, Apple requires all crypto projects to have a license, some kind of license, like, and it's like not some kind of offshore license, probably it's like some kind of like serious license. No, the Ethereum team will not apply for funds in Waves DAO. No, it will not happen. Some other plans here. They are working with some external projects, big protocols for funding on Ethereum. No, they're not going to apply. Toxic wants you to talk more about FAT-T token. Yeah. I support this initiative like wholeheartedly. So guys from the community have launched this project, which is called FAT-T. Basically, now it allows you to mute anybody in any chat where FAT-T bot is installed. It's like fun, I think. Yeah, it does have some obvious problems, but I think we can work on that. I plan to allow them to install the bot in the main Waves group for testing in the official group. Maybe turn down the features a bit, you know, so you can't ban people for like eternity, you know. So there's going to be some kind of a mute mode for 1 hour or something similar to that, and we can test it out. I like the idea, and I like Telegram bots. I think everybody loves them because you can see a lot of potential, and there's tons of people on Telegram. Telegram, like during the last AMA, I praised Telegram, but maybe I shouldn't do it again. You know, so I'm not trying, you know, to somehow like curry favor with Telegram. Although I'm in Dubai, they're also in Dubai. Sometimes I'm in the same building where Telegram is. I've never seen Pavel Durov here, but in any case, yeah, but I don't think I need actually, because their ecosystem is pretty decentralized. You can run your own thing without reaching out to Telegram top brass, you know. So, and I think we're gonna do something on Telegram. The guys from the community are doing this thing, and I think I will try to do something as well. And support FAT project. They came from FAT chats, you know. So, and use a product. Let the guys help the guys test it properly, because the idea is very simple. You buy a token, and if you want to mute somebody in a group you participate in, you can just do that, you know. So maybe it can be used by moderators, maybe you can use for fun, maybe you can use it for many different things. Help test it out. They also have a token, you know, so and you can find it on WX. And there is some pools and like, yeah, so check it out. Yeah, buy LTMP OTC from the whale who is selling it. Who is selling it? There is not so many LTMP tokens in circulation. It's all locked. Who are the DeFi projects Neutrino is teaming up with? It's like it's a big swap protocol. Let me just not tell you exactly who. Not Uniswap. Yeah, but big swap product. Yeah. This is their plan. How about Surf? Sander, hi. Yep. Surf is like bane of my existence, you know. Bane of my existence. So probably the plan which we announced remains unchanged. It's going to be swapped into LTMP. Maybe we can come up with some idea to somehow channel some neutrino profits protocol to it again. Maybe we can do both. Maybe when we have money, we can just buy it back. So what will really happen, I think, Sander, is some combination of those things, you know. So some new mechanics for Surf, which remains in circulation, swap for LTB, and eventual buyback. Because you can't really, you know, invent a wheel here. You can't come up with something like amazing, which will resolve the situation as if it had never existed. No, it's hard. But some combination of those things should actually do the trick. Offshore, hi, I'm my friend. Our Turkish supporter who I met in person is here. If I have a customer Web3 with the Web3 project, how easy it is to onboard it into Unis network with a native token on a sub-Unis chain? Do we need? Great question, man. Thank you for this question. This is going to be very simple because the focus of units will also be making the process of getting your own block space very simple. No. So because a lot of projects are coming to blockchain now, so this process never stops actually. So because, for example, as you know, I have been in like blockchain space for maybe, I don't know if you know, but really for 10 years. So, and for example, I have been always seeing a lot of real world assets projects starting from around 2016. People try to tokenize everything, like real estate, like whatever, like bonds, you name it. But it's starting to move only now. Only now you have some real traction. You didn't have this traction before, which you have with RWA projects. But now you have traction. And those projects, they need a very simple way to have their own block space. It should be separate probably. They can't run on public chains quite often. They should be connected to them, but probably Ethereum can't fit all the projects, like can't fit inside of it, because there is scalability problems. And there's also another issue. Some projects want to be separate due to some legal reasons, because this is some kind of like enterprise blockchain. And they need a very simple way to do that, right? But nobody gives it to them. Some projects are launching now, but this problem has not been resolved. You need to make sure that you can launch your own chains like that, without much effort, like in a few days, and this chain shouldn't be separate. It shouldn't be like completely disconnected from the world. It has to connect to the external liquidity, to external chains. It has to connect to some other chains, and this is what you should provide. So this is what Unit is gonna do. We will enable people to launch their own chain in such a way that it's simple and the chain is connected to external liquidity, Ethereum, Avalanche, Arbiter, you name it, and to other chains within the ecosystem. And this connection is like fully interoperable. Those chains are interoperable. Basically, they connect in a trustless manner. And you have also external bridges, which can be made fully trustless, unfortunately. Nobody can do that. And when you hear that somebody promises to make it like a trustless bridge between Solana and Ethereum, he's lying. But it can be almost trustless, and we have it as well. So it's a turnkey solution for launching your own block space, which a lot of projects require now, and there's going to be more demand in the future. So we try to resolve this problem, and I think we are on a very good track. But we expect a visible result. There are no speakers from the waves at the recent cryptocurrency summits. I'm going to be speaking at a lot of summits soon. Yeah. For example, we are currently holding a summit in Moscow where the best team could speak. Reach out, because the situation with Russia is very simple. So I'm not connected to the team in Russia. Some people stayed in Russia. I'm not I'm from Ukraine, so which makes my existence in Russia impossible, So, but there is guys from Waves who are in Russia. They work on different projects, so you can reach out to them, and they're quite successful. But they're absolutely independent. And I'm not saying that they're doing something wrong, because so they're just staying home, So this is very normal. Yeah, I updated you on WG. Ivan Bern XTN is here as well. What are the right market conditions for the awaited token launches? We are still waiting for Pesto, Orient, Wake. Let me go through, like, in general. So the answer is probably after we have launched units. Because if I somehow, probably I need to participate a bit, at least, in those things, right? But I really can't until I've launched units. And let's go through the projects one by one. Pesto is the token of Pepe Bridges. Pepe Bridges participate in the retro drop, but obviously it's pretty clear that it is them who created the infrastructure for units retro drop. So probably if there is a staking program for retro drop, Pepe team will get some yield, I think, because there's going to be staking of Ethereum and stable coins, which is interest bearing. Yes, Ethereum will be restaked with Lido or maybe some other protocol. And also you can restake stable coins with the DAO maker to get around like 4% APY. And Pepe team will get some of that yield, I think, which will allow them to prepare the token launch. And if units launches successfully, which will be the case, they can make a massive launch, like massive, because you can see the bridges, Stargate, for example, or like some other bridges that are huge, huge. Maybe Pepe can become huge as well. For that, we need to wait until units have launched. Orient is a governance token of East protocol. And I'm in touch with the team almost every day, actually, or at least a few times per week. The product is ready. We just need marketing and proper launch. And probably they need some partner in RWA space, real world assets, because ETH is going to become a stable coin for real world assets. And I think it can happen because I'm trying to onboard some partners in the space, in RW space for units as well. So maybe we can also have someone for East. That should help with the marketing. And I think in general, West chain is going to become a chain for real world assets. And I have also one more idea, actually. I think West will launch also on units as an EVM chain with the same token, not with a new token, but with the same West token, which will actually give it a huge boost, because it's going to be EVM, and it's very interesting, So yeah, so we just need to, to bring this all together, package it, and do it. I understand that we have taken too much time with it, probably, but it is what it is. So we are very close to the moment when we are ready to move also with this. And Wake is a token of Wave's keeper. Probably Wake situation is the least clear one, because Max had some issues. Max, the project leader, so it's like, as far as I understand, it was some family issues. But now he's back to work finally. And he has announced the roadmap for Waves domains. Waves domains, decentralized domains on Waves, are a part of the Keeper project, actually. And as soon as they are implemented, I think, and they work as announced, as advertised, as promised, he will launch Wake. I can't give you the timing. Please ask Max, because I did have some issues with him and I was like trying to, to bring him back to life. I kind of succeeded, I think, and he's back to work. But for details, probably ask him, or I will talk to him next week, and maybe you can ask me during the next AMA about that. Past is a governance token of Pepe Bridges. We need more community projects like Burn XTN. Ivan is doing a great job. He's also helping us with exchanges communication, and he's great, actually. Ivan, happy to work with you. We need more community. It's coming, my friend. We use marketing DAO apply again for absolutely yes. We should fund the marketing, because otherwise nothing will happen. Something will happen, but so because there is some core marketing, so and you need to basically work with some external teams for marketing, but you need to keep the process alive, the process of general marketing, and it's important. And also there is a lot of costs for creating websites and such. Please don't involve Surf and Interino again, Phoenix says. Maybe in some better way, not in terms of but it can share the internal profits, why not? Serve the child no one wanted. Yeah, man. Yeah. I hear you. I think I said last time my feelings about Surf. I won't repeat. Yeah, but it wasn't really unfortunate. When will we fix Virus One finance? Virus plan. I haven't mentioned Virus yet during this AMA. But in Virus situation is it's clear what's happening there. People get XTN from vesting and they sell it. The problem is XTN is like 5 cents and not $1. This is the problem, so. And when if you want to ask me when this problem is resolved, it will be resolved when XTN is like $1. Because in this case, you will be able to get your liquidity at 1-to-1 ratio. That's how it is, man. So there is no other way. So when you ask me when I'm trying to fix it, so what I'm doing, I'm like, not only we create a plan to fix, we can't just, buy it back because fortunately it's impossible. And you know why, probably, yeah? So there's no money for that. But we can make a plan which will resolve this. The question is when? And it's a good question. So you should ask when, so. And you should be able to understand what the plan is, at least not to forget what we are trying to do. Because the plan was announced like a year ago, we stick to it, it's going slow, painfully slow, I would say, painfully slow. But now we are at this watershed moment probably, when we can make some kind of breakthrough and start to move really fast. So stay tuned, have some patience, because it might be coming in some kind of a breakthrough. It should be coming very soon. As for WXG, Andrei Bedakov is writing in Russian he's suggesting to drop some units to WXG guys. Maybe not directly, maybe somehow indirectly, because when you drop something, because I have this problem because, as you know, anybody can message me, also people who have liquidity stock, and I have a lot of feedback. So there is people who just want their USDT back. They don't want anything else, and you can't really reason with them. You have to bear that in mind as well. So if you drop them some tokens, if you ever drop them some tokens, they don't give a fuck, unfortunately. So it's tricky. Is Jiren blocked? We can see her comments. I'm not sure. This chat is very gently moderated, you know. So if you spam, probably you'll be banned. Why don't subtitles work? I don't know, man. I don't know how this shit works at all. Unfortunately, I will take a look. I don't know. I try to enunciate better. For activities on testnet, do you receive some virtual points, staked L2MP or units token directly? It's going to be staked L2MP. Good question, Vladimir. Digits. When Pete, Booga Booga, I like your nickname. When Pete will make a speed staking with Pepe team. Why don't you do it yourself, man? Do it. It's like wrapped. Do it. It's like, or get a coder to do that. It's like for a coder who doesn't even know write smart contract language in Waves. You know, it will take like 3 days and maybe $500, maybe $1,000. Message retracted. What message did you retract? Please bring it back. Love for the BAI. Yeah, this is an AI project from some Waves OGs, and they're raising funds now in private sale. So check my Twitter or Waves Twitter, and there is some retweets. So if you want to participate, you can do that. This is a project from Mark and Christopher, who are like, who have been with Waves like always since 2016. Through good and bad times. When there will be funding for dark Waves marketing. Bram is like he's an independent actor in Waves, you know, so I'm talking to him pretty often. But I think he manages dark projects really well, you know, so I'm not trying to interfere. We have some ideas and we'll discuss them. Maybe, yeah, we discussed it like just before the EMA. Maybe there's going to be some new type of animals there, you know, so connected to Pete. But otherwise, he's very independent. Now, so I think it's good. It is good. I want to keep projects like I want. Eventually, I won't. I don't want to be involved in projects that are launched on Waves at all. I probably want to focus on creating the protocol itself. This is it on core things. Waves 20x, 20x. Yes. When listing Waves at Bonex, what's Bonex? I don't know. Nexo is like huge Bulgarian OTC. We had some discussion with Nexo a while ago, pretty long time ago, actually. It didn't pan out. I don't remember when. But they're big now, yeah. So I think everybody will have us listed when we are back in the game, like more clearly, you know. So is WHG tokens buyback currently ongoing? It is ongoing, yes. As for the links, ask in the chats. Maybe there is some address which is buying it back. I think the community knows. Let me just, you know, I will have it like at hand next time. Oh, I didn't know. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know about Bonex. Are you gay? Who? You? Why are you gay? What next week? Next week, I think final timing for testnet will be announced. So basically, testnet launch coincides with the launch of the generic campaign. So next week, we will tell you what's going to happen next in more detail. and some smaller things. Synthetics update on WX. What else? What else? What else? Let me just check some of my notes. I'm forgetting something, I think. Yeah. Yeah, neutrino thing will be announced. And oh shit, I forgot. Ambassador DAO new round. And it should be much bigger than before because now Waves ambassadors will also participate in units campaign. So this is like a new dimension of this. No, so and it should make Waves ambassador campaign much stronger. Yeah, some other things. As you might have noticed, we are adding a lot of projects to CoinMarketCap and to DeFi Llama. I think we will get a lot of waste tokens listed on CoinMarketCap soon, and also all TVLs will be reflected correctly in aggregators because it's not the case now. And especially, like a lot of things are happening, I'm forgetting about them. So now you have USDT, proper USDT on WX. So you had like ERC20, USDT, Polygon USDT, it was a mess. Now we have one USDT, and it makes the listing process with CoinMarketCap very simple. So it's a very good thing, actually. Yeah. Yes, guys, that's it. So, like marketing campaign is picking up steam. We are onboarding advisors, like partners, and you will see who they are soon. Testnet is coming, announcement for the testnet. So it's all underway. And let me just check what the third digit of the first invite code is. Because I don't remember it by heart. Where is this? Give me a second. Yep. Drum roll. And the code is, the digit is 4. So guys, who posted 4 first in the chat is gonna get 5K. About to MP. Tower, yeah, don't delete this. Like, don't delete FAT, it's fun. Don't delete FAT. 4, 4, 4, 4, it's 4. Internal announcement next week. Yes. So basically that's it. The code is 4. The person who posted code, the digit. It's not a whole code. It's just the third digit of a 6-digit code. It's 4. So whoever posted it first during the AMA gets 5K LTMP. 444. Yes, guys. So that's it for now. For today. More things to come. More things to come. It's always the things are just starting now. This is what I have been saying for years. It's all just starting now, but it is. So it's all just starting now, and you will see the start with your own eyes next week more fully. So I love you all. I wish you a very good, productive, calm week. Ride on waves.